Hello everybody, Loto for Life. You're bringing us a brand new deck profile. This time around we got Generaider. A deck that I have been really looking forward to for quite a while. I am a Norse mythology nerd and I love it. And we still don't have a really good Norse deck. Like, as much as I love the Nordic archetype, they're just not good, especially by today's standards. The Link was a valiant effort, but it's not enough. And Generaider are one of those decks that are almost there. They are very, very close to being a good deck. I would argue that they are the best deck, if not the second best deck out of, crap, I forgot what they hidden something? I can't remember. Whatever the set that they came out with, the Dragon Maids and the Math Mechs. Honestly, for like sheer consistency purposes and everything, I'd say Math Mech is better than Generaider. And then Dragon Maid would be all the way at the bottom. It sucks because the waifu deck with the most expensive cards kind of deserves to be the best deck, but I digress. That's enough about that though. Let's get on to deck profiles. So first and foremost, triple Lonefire Blossom. Until we get the new guy, that's basically Lonefire for the archetype. You kind of need Lonefire for the deck because Lonefire gets you to Mardell, who then gets you to Quest, which gets you to 2 more cards. It's really ridiculous in all honesty because that gets you straight through like 4 cards in your deck. Let's see here, Mardell plus 1 spell card plus 2 more dudes minus 1. So yeah, 3 cards give or take, usually speaking. So that will get you through quite a bit. And it's just really good for that right away because that gets you a level 9 out, which can then proceed to continue on with the ball rolling. Moving on, we got 2 Frody, Generator, Boss of Swords. Good lord, I can't wait to replace this guy with Horror or whatever the dude guy's name is, because Frody is really only good for popping stuff, and then he gives your opponent free cards, which is not good. Basically, once per turn, as a quick effect, you contribute as many warrior or generator monsters you control to destroy as many monsters as your opponent controls, as well monsters that you attributed. That's all fine and dandy, except for the fact that they also get to draw a card for every card destroyed, which sucks. So you don't really want to do that too often. You really got to be careful about when you do it because for all you know, your luck could be that, oh, sure, you pop their stuff, but then they open an extender to continue on. So it really is something you got to be careful with. Moving on, we got 2 Utgard, the Generator Boss of Delusions. Oh, they changed. I never actually read his name that they officially translated it to. But yeah, the Boss of Delusions. He's pretty good. He's basically a better Frody. You tribute any 2 rock or generator monsters to banish 1 card your opponent controls. That is really good. The only thing is that you got to tribute 2 dudes, mandatory, and also he only gets rid of 1 card. So you again got to be careful about when you use it to try and go for something that's very key or integral. Then I got 2 Nidhogg, a Generator Boss of Ice. This dude is a walking solemn judgment. Your opponent tries to special summon a monster. You tribute a generator or a worm, negate and destroy that monster's summon. 1 Naglfar, the Generator Boss of Fire. He basically can destroy a generator or a beast warrior to save a generator from being destroyed, which is pretty cool because you can pop himself to save your tokens from being destroyed at the end phase. 1 Devogus, Generator Boss of Iron. He is your main way of getting generators out of your hand because you don't want to have them in your hand. You tribute as many generators or machines to summon as many machines or generators from your hand as possible. Pretty good card overall. 1 Hela, Generator Boss of Doom. You tribute a zombie or a generator to summon any zombie or generator from your graveyard. It's that simple, and it's because of her that the deck is able to actually play a grind game, because this deck goes through its resources so ridiculously fast that it doesn't have a grind game for being a grind archetype. It's so weird. So yeah. On that note, I do play 2 Mizuki to be able to revive Hela whenever possible. This is something I've been testing out, and it's been working pretty good because Hela gets killed pretty easy and becomes a prime target for your opponent to kill. So being able to just get her back from the graveyard. In addition, this deck has no normal summons other than Lonefire and Mizuki at the moment. So I would like to have something to be able to normal summon or set if I don't have any way other of playing. So yep. 2 Ghost Ogre to disrupt my opponent, 2 Effect Filler to continue doing that, and yeah, you can also flood it with even more hand traps if you really want to. Moving on to the spells, we got triple on the field spell, Generator Boss Stage, just free special summons for days. Anytime your opponent draws or adds a card from to their hand, even during the draw phase, you can summon any Generator monster from your deck straight away. And then if it's during your opponent's turn that happens, you get to special summon up to as many as possible Generator tokens onto your field in attack position. And they're level 4 light fairies with 1500 attack and 1500 defense. So pretty good card overall. It's not a hard once per turn, it is a soft once per turn. For the special summon from the deck, the special summon as many tokens as you can is a hard once per turn, but oh well. So yeah, just free special summons for everybody. Next I'm playing 3 Kuji Kiri Curse. This is basically a draw card for generators. Well, any level 9 deck, but let's be honest, this is the only level 9 deck out there, at least at the moment. Kuji Kiri Curse, I discard or send a level 9 from your hand or field to the graveyard to draw 2. Pretty straightforward with that. 3 World Legacy Monstrosity. This card lets you do one of two things. You can either spell summon a level 9 from your hand, or target a level 9 that you control and summon 2 level 9s from your deck with different names from your deck, and they're destroyed during the end phase and their effects negated and stuff. Actually, I don't think it negates their effects now that I think about it. But these 2 monsters cannot attack, also destroyed them during the end phase. So yeah, you basically just use them for rank 9 fodder right away. Next I got 2 Generator Boss Quests. The reason why I'm playing 2 and not 3 is because this card is just so easily searchable with Mardell. And really, once you resolve 1, you're good. So you reveal this. So whenever you activate this card, you reveal a generator from your hand, shuffle it back, put it on the bottom of your deck, and add 2 generator spell trap cards, except for a copy of itself from your deck to your hand. So you get to search, and then you get to put a dude at the bottom of your deck, which is pretty good. So yeah, because you don't want to draw your generators, and it sucks if you do. 2 Dark World Dealings to be able to just trigger the field spell during my turn. That's the big thing. There's just not a lot of good ways to do that. 2 Super Poly for just being super poly and, you know, disrupting my opponent. And then 1 Monster Reborn to be able to summon a dude from the graveyard if need be. Finally, 3 Generator Boss Fight. This card activates the field spell from your deck or graveyard and then forces your opponent to draw a card, which means that it gets you to the field spell and then also triggers its effect right away. And finally, 1 Generator Boss Worm, because this card just doesn't come up as often as it sounds like it should, but it does come up enough to where you do need to play it. Basically, whenever a card effect is activated in response to a generator monster effect, you can activate this card, discard a card, and then that effect that was activated in response becomes both players draw a card. So, oh hey, your opponent activates freaking, I don't know, impermanence on your Nidhogg whenever you try to negate their summon of Boral Sword. Okay, you flip over this, impermanence effect now becomes both players draw a card. Which is really, really good. So yeah, it just helps you trigger your stuff and also protect your monster effects. Moving on to the extra deck, and I can be 100% honest, the main thing, and like really honestly, if you can't afford like anything, which I'd be surprised because this deck is kind of expensive now for some stupid reason. The main guy you need is this bad boy. True King of all calamities. This is a main rank 9. This is your main win condition, and this is how you just win games. It's a rank 9, 3k attack, 3k defense, needs 2 or more level 9s to go into. During your first turn, you can detach and seize material from it, and then declare an attribute. Okay, all monsters in your opponent's possession with that attribute cannot activate their effects or attack. And in addition to that, all face-up monsters on the field become that attribute. So, yeah, that is really mean. It basically prevents your opponent from activating any monster effects for a turn. It does have another effect where your True King monsters can pop your opponent's monsters to use their effects, but that doesn't, you don't play the True Kings in this deck. I have tinkered around with it, but it's just so inconsistent that it's not worth it. So, yeah. Moving on, I do play 2 of the boss monster for generators, like the official one, Jormungandr, Generator Boss of Eternity. I'll be 100% honest, the rest of the extra deck beyond one card does not matter. Okay, other than the fusions for super poly targets, I guess. So yeah, Generator Boss of Eternity is just a pretty good boss monster overall. He's an OTK card, basically. One, number 92, Heart of Dragon. Any excuse I get to play my favorite Xyz monster, I am taking. One, 9 Lives Cat. This card is actually like really good. So you needs 2 level 9s to go into. You detach Xyz material, target a level 9 in your graveyard or a monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it, and then while he's on the field, your opponent can't like target your monsters that you summon off of it, like for I think attacks or card effects. Yeah. With card effects, okay. So yeah, that's not really super relevant, but the big thing is that this is a zombie, which means this has all sorts of crazy shenanigans with Hela, because you can tribute this and then summon a dude from your graveyard after summoning another dude off of this. So that is pretty good. Gets it out of the extra deck too, which is nice. Extra monster zone. And then one Infinitrack Earth Slicer for just popping a bunch of stuff. For the fusions, for Super Poly, I got one Earth Golem at Ignister for just going against cyber stuff. One Starving Venom Fusion Dragon for Darks. Same thing with good lord. Predaplant Triffy Overatum. Still can't pronounce that name right. One Gravity Controller, one Nightmare Cerberus, one Nightmare Phoenix, one Boral Sword. Again, everything beyond the fusions and the True King of all Calamities are irrelevant in all honesty. So yeah, that is the deck. I know my build's probably not going to be the best build out there, but I have been having a lot of fun with this deck and I wanted to share it. If you guys have any ideas for recommendations, concerns, anything whatsoever to change with it, please leave your comments down below. I may not always reply to comments, but I do read them. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching the video. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And see y'all later.